You just heard the sound of the king of the south, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
And shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit. And I just put my drink down.
Josh, you said you tuned in for a second, huh? I mean, you ain't got no reason not to watch. You know what I mean? You just took an L. That's all. You know what I mean? You still right where you need to be. But yeah, y'all, this is week 15. We're getting down to that crucial part of the season. As I stated weeks ago, I said that we got the Dolphins in here. You know, the Dolphins they're flying high right now. They're feeling real good about themselves, as they should. You know, as they should. They got a big win today. But as I stated before, I said a lot of these divisions was going to come down to the final few weeks, and that's exactly what we have in store. Final few weeks of the season, and it's going to be down to the wire. Week 13. Nah, I feel you. Listen, we all hate losing. You know what I'm saying? That's what make this league dope, is that we all being here competing. You know what I mean? Everybody be trying to get a win. You know? I needed you to lose that game too, because I lost 2 games that I shouldn't have lost, to the Ravens and the Panthers. I should have won both of those games, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. But it is spilled milk now, you know what I mean? So we here. Nothing we can do about it. Week 13 players of the week. The NFC, we had the Seahawks. Walker, he ran for $109. He had 3 rushing TDs, and he caught 2 TDs. And the NFC defensive player of the week in week 13 was Joseph with the Lions, the free safety. 6 tackles, 3 picks, one of them back for a touchdown. And the AFC player of the week, we had Mahomes. That's Killer Murph over there. He threw for 563, 8 passing TDs, 2 picks, was sacked, and he had a rushing TD. So, you know, Chiefs been over there. They got their swag back at the right time. And the same team, and the AFC defensive player of the week also came from the Chiefs. He had 5 tackles and 4 picks. Week 14 player of the week, we had Prescott. 639 passing yards. I feel like I've seen him up there with them stats quite a few times already. 6 passing TDs, 3 picks. 3 picks, ran for 37 yards, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns. All in all, Dak was responsible for 9 touchdowns. That's a whole lot of points that went down that week. And then also from the Cowboys, defensive player of the week, the free safety Hooker, he had 5 tackles, 2 picks, and a TD. Over in the AFC, we had Chase with 10 receptions, 299 reception yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. The Steelers had over in the AFC defensive player of the week was Wilson, the middle linebacker of the Steelers. He had 8 tackles, 2 picks, a forced fumble, and a touchdown. That's what you call a stat stuffer right there. He did everything that he was supposed to. He did everything that he was supposed to do as a defensive player. You know, he got the job done. Now, moving right along, we're going to go into the MVP race right now. We're going to go into the MVP race right now. Dak Prescott, the leading candidate in the MVP race, followed by Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott just shot up there because I promise you, the last time I did this, I think Lamar was in first. Mahomes is in third. You know, Wyatt. Then you have the Panthers in fourth with Bryce Young. I tell you, out of all them names, I'm most impressed with Bryce Young being up there as the 4th MVP candidate. Panthers having a heck of a season, followed by Josh Fields as the 5th. And the first person that's up there outside of quarterback is Worthy of the Chiefs, a wide receiver. You know he's having one great season. He's having one heck of a season right now. And then you got Palmer of the Cowboys. Not too sure who that is. Here receiver. Then you got another receiver, Palmer, followed by Worthy. Tua of the Dolphins is 8th. Flowers, another receiver of the Ravens. And oh boy, it hurts up there at 10th. Just good. It's good to see his name up there at the end of the day. That's the MVP race now. Coach of the year, as it should be. Panthers right now he's leading the league in that for the coach of the year, followed by the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, which I'm not surprised. He was undefeated all year, and that's why you heard me saying was. Steelers suffered their first loss of the season, so they got their first loss, but he should be up there as well. Hold on one second, y'all.
But I got it once I flew in. If that don't come on money, I can't. He call me baby, so it's 200 a K with it. Carisha single and Sadiddy, he okay with it. No shade with it.
Pardon me, y'all. But yeah, and then you got the Steelers at second. Then you got the Dolphins, McDaniel, as he should. He only had one loss in the season. So, not for nothing. They have this coach of the year race right. I can't even lie about that. The Texans, 4th. Lions, as it should be. Followed by Seahawks, Ravens, Chiefs, Dragons, Jets, Bears. I don't know why I guess. But anyway, that's the coach of the year race right now. And that's the MVP race. I thought they do more, but they only have that to look at right now. All right. Let's get into the division race now. Let's see what's going down with these division races. It's going to come down to the wire. AFC North, we got the Steelers at 13-1. They've been hot all year. They suffered their first loss of the season. And here's the thing. They've been playing such outstanding ball, right? But they're now only one game ahead of the Ravens. So that goes to show you that the Ravens been standing toe-to-toe with this Steelers team all year. Browns slid off the map in a tremendous way. He was dancing with them for a while. He was over 500. Stop. But 6 losses in a row, that will happen to you. If you look at the 6-game losing streak that the Browns got, you say, well, what was their record before the 6-game losing streak? Do the math. They were 6-1 once upon a time. They dropped 6 in a row. They are now a game under 500. It's not what you want if you're the Browns. They're going to have to come back and retool next season. Bengals user, this guy, Jay Green, he took over this Bengals team I'll say midway through the season. But this team was already cooked. Also, so he'll come back and retool what he want to do with this team come next season. But right now, it's going to come down to Ravens and Steelers, and they got to play each other one more time. Steelers got the first round of that matchup. Over here in the AFC South, we got the Texans sitting at 11-3. We got the Jags at 8-5. Jags started out real slow, but he turned it off in the second half of the season. He's definitely in the wild card hunt right now. And Colts 6-7. Colts look like they might be out of the mix, you know what I mean? But Texans still got a chance for this division. In the AFC East, we got the Dolphins sitting at 13-1, 11-game win streak. The Dolphins, hottest team in the league. I don't know if you noticed or not, but Miami has been doing nothing but except winning. They've been winning back-to-back, but it's been unnoticed because they haven't been making no noise, beating their chest about it. They just been winning on to the next. They took on a tough opponent today, the Texans. They got the job done. This Miami team is looking real dangerous over there in the AFC. I know everybody's caught up with the Steelers, what the Steelers been doing, and the Ravens hot, but I cannot lie. The Dolphins right now is looking like a team to be reckoned with over there in the AFC. The Jets was dancing with them for a while, but the Jets have now dropped to 8-5. Jets still got a chance to make the wild card, but they're going to have to, like I said before, I spoke about the Jets a few weeks ago. I said I didn't like the way that they was trending, and sure enough, they're trending in the wrong direction. Remember, Jets one of them teams that was in the power rankings a couple of weeks early part in the season. They had 0 losses. They was looking good. I don't know what quite went wrong with the Jets, but they better steer the shit back together before they find themselves in a position that they'd rather not be in. AFC West, we got the Chiefs at 11-2, 10-game win streak. I said it earlier, Chiefs has found their swagger. They started out a little slow, a little rocky. They was giving up a ton of points to multiple teams, but guess what? Here they are now, sitting at 11-2 with a chance to be number 1 seed in the AFC. Chargers 5-8. He dropped 4 in a row. He was dancing for a while. He was 5-4. But when you lose 4 in a row, this what happened to you. He's now 3 games under 500. It's not what you want if you're the Chargers. Chargers and Broncos both right now is looking like who's going to have the better pick come next season. NFC North. We got the Lions at 8-5, Bears 8-5, Vikings 7-6. This division is coming down to the end. The Packers, once upon a time, was in this race as well. Guess what? They dropped 6 in a row. Their record was 4-3 once upon a time. They are now 4-9. This is a 3-man race right now. Shout out to the Vikings because that's Chevy. Chevy, you know, if you looked at this division at the beginning of the season, you probably would have had Chevy coming in last or 3rd place. And right now, he's sitting in 3rd with a game out of 1st place. Vikings been playing great ball. The Bears been playing good ball. Yeah, they got slaughtered by the Lions 2 weeks ago. But you know what? They've been playing good ball the second half of the season. They bounced back and got a good win over the 49ers, who I picked to beat them. And then you got the Lions 8-5. They won their last 2 games. They're sitting here tied for 1st, but right now it seems that they have the tiebreaker over the Bears. So this division will come down to the final few weeks. And as you know, these teams will be playing each other the final few weeks. So big games coming up. NFC South, we got Carolina Blue Mo sitting at 10-4 with them Panthers. The Dragons is 9-4. That's D3. Falcons. That's my guy Trey Dog. I'm a little surprised that at the Falcons at 7-6. They haven't quite turned the corner all year, and right now they're definitely in a position where they might just miss the playoffs completely. But in all honesty, they still have a chance to win this division. They just need some help, and they got to handle their business. In the NFC East, we got the Eagles at 9-5, Cowboys at 9-5. This is a 2-man race right now. Right now, currently the Eagles hold the tiebreaker over the Cowboys. But guess what? They play each other one more time. It looks like it's going to come down to everything once it comes down to that game. NFC West, we got the we got the Seahawks sitting at 10-3. The Seahawks just lost the game. The Niners just lost the game. That was the Niners' chance to capture that first place in the division because the 49ers have the tiebreaker over the Seahawks. He swept the Seahawks this season, but he lost at a terrible time. So right now he's still 1 game under the Seahawks. He gonna need somebody else to give Seahawks a loss, and he gonna have to win some games. That's the division race real quick. Now we're gonna get into the recap and find out what went down and what's going down. We're going to recap the week 14, which is the week that we just advanced from. We had Lions and Packers. This game, like I said, this game was personal. These two played a little while ago. I mean, a couple of weeks ago. The game Packers ended up quitting because the Lions did something that he shouldn't have did. But you know, that's water under the bridge. They played this one. Lions got the best of him. He won 28-17. What better way to get revenge than just win, right? Pretty simple. Dolphins and Jets. They came, they played, just didn't get it done. They lost 37-31. This is a big game for the Jets. This would have been a big win for them in this position, you know, especially because they kind of cooled off for the second half of the season. So this would have been a much needed win. But let's be honest, the Dolphins, hottest team in the league, man. Like I say, what I've been saying all season, hot like what? Hot like fish grease. Miami's the team that look like they got something to say over there in the AFC. They got a good win over the Jets, 37-31. Next, we had Panthers and Eagles. Man, oh man, oh man. This is a game that it should have been different. We played on some crazy passing settings, forgot to change it back, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's water under the bridge. You know, bottom line is defense still had a chance. That's just the passing. Yeah, we missed open touchdowns, but guess what? The defense had a chance to not give up 24 points. That's on us. We lost that, but deep down, we know this should have went different. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about that. But Panthers been playing good ball all season anyway. He got the victory over the Eagles. Then we had Steelers and Browns. The first time these two played 2 weeks ago, this game was a lot closer. The Browns scored a touchdown with a few seconds left, went for the 2-point conversion, didn't get it. Steelers got the win. This was a round 2. This was a rematch. This time it was in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh said, don't worry about it. We ain't coming down to the last few seconds this time around. I'm going to take care of this game in the first half, and that's what he did. Steelers won this one 63-14 over the Browns. Then we had Cardinals and Seahawks. Big win for the Cardinals. He might have saved this season on this one because Seahawks did him dirty the first time they played. Arizona got revenge. He got payback. You know, he won by 3. Doesn't matter if he didn't blow him out, but he won, and that's most important. Good win for the Cardinals. Seahawks, like I said, they now hold a 1-game lead over the 49ers. Then we got Bears and 49ers. I took the 49ers the winners. I thought the 49ers were coming to this game with a ton of confidence after getting the previous week victory over the Seahawks. And the Bears got blown out previous week to the Lions, so I figured this game favored the 49ers. Bears did what I say, what you got to have in these leagues, and that's short-term memory. You got to have short-term memory. You know, you can't worry about, that's the beauty about the regular season opposed to the playoffs, right? Because in the playoffs, whatever happens, that sticks with you, and you got to wait a whole off season to get back on the field. But in regular season, it don't matter how much you lose by. There's always next week. And this was a prime example of that. Bears got demolished the previous week to the Lions. He said, 49ers, guess what? Yeah, I see what you did to Seattle. Seattle been playing good ball. Yeah, you swept them, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. Bears came in and handled his business, and this is a tough one for the 49ers to lose because had he won this game, he would have been in first in that division. He didn't get it done. Big win for the Bears. Chiefs and Chargers. Like I said, Chargers dropped like 6 in a row. Chiefs won 10 in a row. So when you see the final score, it's not surprising. Chiefs jumped all over the Chargers, never looked back. They won 56-14. This one, Cowboys and Bengals. This is one of them games where I say if I'm either opponent, I'm unhappy. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm geeked that I put up 80, but I'm tight that I gave up 52. You know, now, yeah, if I'm the Bengals, I'm definitely feeling away even more because I lost, gave up 80 points. Stop doing that and gave up 80 points. But if I'm the Cowboys, this can't be the recipe for success. You know, you can't think that you're going to score 80 points against multiple opponents. You know what I mean? But anytime you give up, and I'm going to be honest, mostly all the time, if you give up 50, you lose. That's just pretty much how it goes 95% of the time. It's very rare you give up 50 and still blow out the opponent. So, yeah, Dallas got the win, but this is not the type of win that you need, you know. But nevertheless, they got the job done. On to week 15, the current week that we are at. 49ers get the force. Chiefs and Browns. Browns, he's on a 6-game losing streak. Chiefs is hot, one of the hottest teams in the league. Not the hottest team, but one of the hottest teams. So I'm going Chiefs in this one. I'm taking Chiefs over the Browns. I'm going to say Browns been giving up some points. I'm going to say Chiefs 45, Browns 20. Next, we got Bengals and Titans. This is a force for the Bengals. Commanders and Dragons. This is a big-time game for the Dragons. At this point, the Commanders just trying to come in and play spoiler, ruin the Dragons' playoff hopes and ambitions. But I just like the Dragons in this position. They know what they got to do. I don't think they're going to let a team like the Commanders stop them from getting where they need to be. I mean, it's possible, but I'm going to take the Dragons. I'm going to say Dragons in this one, 32-23. Next, we got Ravens and Giants. Giants didn't play his last game. Maybe this game will get played. I'm not going to lie. If this game get played, this game got the potential for upset. You know, I'll be the first to tell you that. Ravens is only 1 game out of first, so I don't think he's going to come in here trying to play no games other than just get this game over with as quickly as possible. But sometimes that could be a bad thing, right? When you're so focused on just trying to, you know, get this game over with, you know, that's when you can slip on that banana peel. But I'm going to take the Ravens just because they earned to be picked in this position. You know, I'm going to take the Ravens this week over the Giants. I'm going to say 42-33. Next, we had Cowboys and Panthers. It's a big-time win for the Panthers, man. Big-time win. They won this game at home 42-30. And like I just said previously about the Cowboys, yeah, they scored 80 last week, but they gave up 50 points. You know, now this week they gave up 42 and only scored 30. So the defense been the Achilles heel for the Cowboys all season. They score points, they get theirs, but they have a hard time stopping opponents from getting theirs. That's not the type of game plan that you want to have. But like I said, I've been telling you about the Panthers all season to the point that you hear me calling him Carolina Blue Mo. He's been putting in work with this Panther team, man. Shout out to the Panthers. Big time win. I didn't even realize that they was playing because I was playing my game. I happened to look up in the chat and seeing that they played. That helps me out tremendously. And the Panthers, like I said, he's been real low key, but he's been playing good ball. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, this is the same opponent, the same user rather, that joined the league last Madden. He had the Giants, and he was getting pummeled by multiple people. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, he was losing a lot of games by a lot of points. So to see the turnaround that he did from last Madden and this Madden, it's just a clear-cut example of what I always say. If you just stay with it, stop crying, stop complaining, and just play ball, your game going to improve tremendously. And that's what happened with the Panthers. Jets and Jags. This is a big game right here. Jags need this game. Jets need this game. Both teams need this game. There's no other way to put it. I got to be honest. The Jags been playing good ball over the second half of the season. The Jets finally stepped up and played good ball last week to the Dolphins, but they still lost. But they was in there. They almost got it done. I don't know what's going on with the Jets. The Jets been shaky. I like the Jags, man. To me, the Jags been a little more consistent over the past month and a half. I'm taking the Jags to win this one, but I think it'll be close. But I just like the Jags. Jags at home. Both teams need it. Give me the Jags over the Jets. Final score, Jags 31, Jets 27. Next, we had a game that was played earlier as well. This was the Dolphins and Texans. This is a big game right here. Dolphins, like I said, with this win right here, they showed the AFC that, don't sleep on this Miami. Yeah, you got the Steelers and you got your Ravens and you got your Chiefs, but the Dolphins said, listen, don't forget about us. They made a statement in this one. This is a good win. Big Game James, he's been balling all year. He's been doing what he had to do. Came up a little short this week, and he was at home. It's an impressive win for Miami, man. I ended up checking out like the last few minutes of that fourth quarter. Dolphins came up with some big third down plays. He got a big fourth down conversion in that fourth quarter. He earned this one. This one had to feel good because he did what he had to do to get the job done. It wasn't easy. He had to step up and make some plays when it counted the most. He got it done. Big win for the Dolphins on the road. I tell you, the power rankings is shaking up this week. I tell you that. Colts and Broncos. Neither one of these teams is playing for anything. Colts might have an outside chance for the 7th seed, but I doubt it. They're already at 7 losses. Don't see that happening. If this game get played, I'll take the Colts in this one over the Broncos. I'll say 28-27. Next, we got Bills and Lions. Listen, Lions got to come in and handle their business. That whole division is close outside the Packers. There's a 3-man race going on right now. Lions and Bears got 5 losses. Vikings got 6 losses. Lions got to come in and handle his business. He cannot come into this game, feeling like all he got to do is get on the field and game over. No, he got to come in, he got to play. Otherwise, he's going to find himself in a situation that he feel like, how did I get here? So he got to handle his business. I'm going to take the Lions, because Buffalo, they haven't had a good season at all. But, man, if there's any time for Buffalo to pull out a big win to turn their season around going into next season, this would be the game to do it. I like the Lions, though. Between time, I'm going to pick Lions this week 29-14. Next, we had Steelers and Eagles. This is a big win for us right here. We needed this one in a major way. Why? Because I'm not going to lie, man. We should have beat the Ravens. But what did I get on here and say? I said that the points that the Ravens scored was busted plays. We gave up busted touchdowns. That's an easy fix, right? It's an easy fix. It's an easy fix when you give up something and you know what happened. It's a head scratcher when you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do and it's not working. Now you got to figure out, all right, what can we do? We gave up some big plays against the Ravens, so we came into this game with a ton of confidence, and But listen, let's be honest. This game meant a whole lot more to us than the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers would have to stay undefeated, but they got the monkey off their back. I told you, if you go into the playoffs with 0 losses, you start feeling that pressure. Don't get it twisted, because now it's like, yo, we here undefeated in the playoffs. We got to win the whole thing. We got to go undefeated. We got to have a perfect year. But like I say, man, the Eagles. This game meant more to the Eagles than the Steelers. Of course, the Steelers wanted to win, but he ain't tripping. This is his first loss of the year. We needed this one because we lost 2 that we shouldn't have lost to the Ravens and the Panthers. So it was good to get back in the win column. And this game shouldn't even been that close. Actually, we took our foot off the gas and started trying to play conservative and stuff like that, man. But nevertheless, man, we defense stepped up and played. Pick that up. Defense stepped up and played good. So. That was a good sign. We was out there moving, head on the swivel. Cardinals get the win over the Pats, Chargers, and Bucks. Not sure how this game going to go. Honestly, both teams don't have nothing to play for. They're looking forward to the draft. I'll take Chargers over the Bucks, though. I'll say 31-24. Packers and Seahawks. Packers got a chance to do damage to the Seahawks because Seahawks lose this game and the 49ers win. Matter of fact, 49ers get a forced win. So if the Seahawks lose, 49ers take over first place. 49ers will be rooting for the Packers to come in Seattle and get the job done. Is Seattle up for the challenge, though? They're on a 6-game losing streak, and I tell you, it's hard to shake them losing streaks when they come. But I'm going to take the Seahawks, man. But Seahawks, they got to handle their business. They got to handle their business. But I'm going to take them because I just think that, overall, they just been playing way better ball than the Packers. So I'm going to take Seattle this week. I'm going to say 33-20. Next, we got Bears and Vikings. Bears and Vikings. And what did I tell you? I said the last few weeks of the season, you're going to have them division matchups going down. And here we go. Bears and Vikings. I'm going to say it like this. If the Vikings lose, his season is over. 7 losses is not going to get him in the playoffs. Well, I take that back because he's only 2 games out of first. I mean, yeah, he's only 1 game out of first. If he lose in the Bears, if he lose and the Lions win, he'll be 2 games out of first. So his season won't be over. He'll still have a chance for the division. But this is a big time game right here for both guys. Vikings at home. Vikings been playing, like I said, he's been playing much better ball than anybody would have expected. Who would have thought Chevy at week 15 would have been playing something to play for? Bears, this is a big matchup, man. They're on the road. They just come off a big win against the 49ers. I'm going to take the Bears to win this, but I'm telling you now, this game is the potential to go either way. I got to give the Vikings his props, man. He's been playing some good ball. I'm going to take the Bears, but we're going to see if the Bears going to start feeling pressure. Are they going to do a crazy turnover late in the game that's going to get a game away? We shall see. That's why the game's got to get played. I'm going to take the Bears, but I can't lie. I'm going to keep this thing close. I'm going to take the Bears over the Vikings 27-23. And Falcons and Raiders, I'm going to take Falcons to blow out the Raiders. I'll take ATL 55-17. 55-17. Falcons over the Raiders. Power rankings coming up, y'all. Power rankings coming up. But remember, that's not based on this week's matchups. This is based on week 14. Week 14, results, not week 15. So, if you see a team like, yo, he just lost, why is he still there? This is not week 15 results. This is week 14 results. So, stay tuned for that. Power rankings coming up in a few minutes. But that's the recap. That's the predictions. I'll see y'all week 16, which is Friday. We getting closer now to that, to the wire, y'all. Set them games up. Get these big games out the way, and we ain't even going to play around. If anybody that's playing for something, if you playing against an opponent got nothing to play for, and whatever y'all don't play, you getting the win. We're not going to fair sim nobody game that's in the playoff hunt or in the playoffs, against a team who's completely out of it. That's not fair, So, but anybody else everybody schedule your game. But I'm just saying, all in all, how we moving? Schedule your games. Let's get this game thing underway. We got 1, 2, 3 games knocked out already. So hopefully some more games going down. I'll see y'all week 16 on Friday. I'm out.